Have you ever thought about a trip to Antarctica? Well, many have, and traditionally tourists travel to Antarctica to enjoy the distinct land and wildlife. But what is the latest? Let's take a look at a report at Study Finds, and be sure to like and subscribe below. And comment and share too. I have a feeling there might be a lot of that on this one. Interestingly, however, new research indicates a significant number of tourists are making the trek for purely social reasons, such as to celebrate an anniversary, get together with family and friends in an exotic location, or even go on a honeymoon. I have to tell you, I do not like cold weather at all, so this does not sound like something I'm going to do soon, unless it warms up there, and I'm not going. And if I were to have taken my wife there on a honeymoon, our divorce would have been instantaneous. She hates the cold more than I do. Now, I'm not going to get into a climate change debate here, and there's nobody here anyway, so that would be tricky. But a lot of people tell study authors that many tourists see their recent trip to Antarctica as a now or never vacation due to climate change. If that's your bag, I get it. People have shared similar sentiments after recently visiting the Great Barrier Reef and the Arctic. But researchers from North Carolina State University say their work calls into question the effectiveness of both conversation appeals and educational efforts aimed at an Antarctic tourist. It seems the study authors are concerned people are traveling there, not mentioning, quote, anything about penguins or seeing other wildlife as a principal motivation. They're going for a vacation, birthday, or anniversary celebrations. They chose Antarctica as the backdrop, unquote. Incidentally, this research took place during the 2019-2020 Antarctica tourist season. That's pre-COVID. They say that year saw over 74,000 tourists, double the amount recorded just 5 years earlier. Study authors explain that even though a trip there can be inspiring, as far as why people make the trip, 31% say it's for the experience and learning, 28% say social bonding, 23% say adventure, and 17.5% say to take a trip of a lifetime. Some did say they thought it was their last chance to see Antarctica due to climate change, but we don't have a percentage on that one. Study authors looked to see if members of specific groups were more likely to feel like they had learned something during their trip. For what it's worth, tourists within the trip of a lifetime group were more likely to report higher perceptions of learning, while those in the experience and learning group displayed the highest overall average score for actual learning. It does seem the researchers in this study are concerned that people may not be learning as much about what they consider are the effects of climate change, but they hope that people come away from a trip having heard and learned information about the topic. Clearly, there's a lot to discuss on both sides of that issue, and feel free to do so in the comments. I'll watch. Researchers also plan to see how the pandemic has changed tourism in the southernmost continent in subsequent studies. We have a lot more on this and other studies. Just click in the link in the description below and head over to studyfinds.com.